Hi everyone, my name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan. Welcome to Ellis Home and Garden. Dean and I are excited to be here today on this rainy Tuesday to create something beautiful for you that you can use at the cemetery. I know Valentine's Day is coming up and some other special holidays that you might want to create something beautiful for your loved ones, so we thought this would be a great week to bust out the rose bushes, which are on sale for $4. You know, every week here we offer item of the week. And these rose bushes are $4. And the great thing about these roses, you can use them in a cemetery cone, a saddle. You can even use them in a wreath. And for $4 a bush, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Also, there's not just pink on the website, guys. There's a variety of colors. There's some that are closed buds, some that are open buds. So you can go on there and kind of scan through and select the ones that you would like to put on your cone. But for $4, that's a really good price and a great opportunity to grab those up and make something beautiful for a loved one that has passed away. So hope you guys had a great week and a weekend. I know I did. It was busy. I stayed at home. Josh was out of town. It was like party up in the house. Y'all ever seen that show with Queen Latifah? What's it called? You know, with not Dean Martin, Lord, Steve Martin. What's that show? Bringing Down the House. That was me this weekend, but I didn't bring nothing down. But I spent the weekend relaxing and organizing, and you know, now that Christmas is over, I'm trying to get my house put back together, and it is for the most part. But you know, you still have that crap that you left in the other room or you left in the garage, and you're trying to find places to put that up and organize it. So that's what I've been dealing with. But I'm starting with the kitchen, and I'm starting with the cabinets and the drawers. I bought organizers, and I've been working slowly to organize all that. And then once I get it all organized, in about 2 weeks, I'll have to redo it again. Is that how you guys do it? I can clean everything, and then it's over with. But by the way, if you hear that noise, guys, it's flooding apparently here in Longview. And how do I look today? So let me tell y'all a story. We got new lighting back here, which is fabulous. You can really see a more high definition image of the product that we're using. But also we got some new cameras, which aren't rolling yet, but we have to come and have somebody kind of hook us up some stronger internet so that we have the best possible view for you guys that we can. And we're going to have a camera where you're looking now, and we're going to have one up here close so you can see my love handles and all other kinds of stuff. But those will be hooked up very soon, and I can't wait to see the response from the new videos. All right. God, I talked a lot. So we're going to do a cemetery cone. I've got the little insert here that goes in the base. And I'm going to use the pink roses. I'm going to use some leather leaf fern. And I'm also, just for fun, to kind of mix it up so it doesn't look like, you know, who died, we're going to use this right here. This is just a small Boston fern bush. You could also use baby's breath. That's popular in cemetery. Or another filler of your choice that has some color in it. But today we're going to keep it simple, keep it green. And by using a couple of mixtures of greenery, this is a great way that you can make something that's more manly, I guess you could say, for the cemetery, or more neutral. That way, if you have either your husband or your grandfather or a child that passed away that is a man or boy, you can do it if not so girly. Okay, let's dive in. We've got lots to talk about. I did not watch 911 last night, or 911 Lone Star. Dina did, so we're going to catch up on that next week. But I watched The Bachelor. I'm exhausted. I had to go to therapy myself when I got done with that. So we'll talk about that so much more. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know how your weekend was. Okay, we're going to start out with the rose bushes. So I'm going to cut all these apart, make a little pile, and then we'll go from there. So besides me just cleaning everything this weekend, I relaxed and chilled. I cheated on my diet for the first time in 2 weeks. It was so worth it. Saturday I had a great day. You know, my mom's so busy these days, honey. She's got her new man, living her new life, which is great, but I don't get a lot of time to spend with her. So Keith went fishing with my grandpa, and so Morgan was home. I was home by myself. My mom was home. So we spent the whole day together. We went shopping. We went we went and got pedicures. We had so much fun. We had pizza and beer, and oh my God, it was just the best day ever. And we spent that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm trying to think I had to go to a Christmas takedown. So we did a Christmas takedown. Morgan helped me with that. And I have one more takedown, and that's going to be in February. And that customer actually lives out of town. She doesn't actually stay at this house a lot, so she doesn't get to enjoy it. She didn't get to see her Christmas. So she's going to leave it up a little bit longer. And that brings me to my first poll. We're not going to judge you here on camera, but who here still has their Christmas tree up? If you do, and it's still Christmas, I mean not a Valentine's tree, you still have your Christmas tree up, leave a comment and let me know. I want to know. Okay, child, we're going to put these in. So remember, I'm not gluing because this is for demo, but honey, if you're doing this at home, to put out the cemetery, it's windy out there. So you want to make sure you glue everything in. That way, your flowers don't fly across to someone else's grave. So I'm going to put these in, and I like like to do, I like one color roses. I don't ever like to mix them up. But you could buy a couple different colors of these rose bushes, and you could alternate. So like you could do pink and red, pink and purple, pink and yellow would be pretty, and alternate the colors if you wanted to do that. Okay, who's their tree up? Anybody?
One took theirs down yesterday,
Oh, good.
and there's 3 more that have their trees up. 4 more.
Okay, so all my stuff is down, but it hasn't quite made it to its home, So I took all those villages I take down, I put back in the original boxes, y'all, and I keep them all in my closet upstairs. But it's difficult because those stairs are steep and I'm tired. So I got them all in the boxes, and this is where Josh and me get into the argument. So I just stacked them all in the guest room. Close the door. Or you like that, out of sight, out of mind, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking in there. People come over and they're like, what's in there? But nothing. Don't go in there, So they're in the guest room along with some other junk on the bed. So that's going to be my mission. It's a great day to do it. It's rainy, but it's also a great day to binge watch, a scary movie. So I don't know, but I need to get that stuff out of the guest room and put back where it goes.
There's 5 more.
They have a tree up? Oh my God, y'all. Some people, they love it up, honey, they leave it. No judgment. I told you on camera, we're not going to do that. All right, I've got the roses going in the vase. They're looking good. So I'm just going to continue. So have you guys made cemetery before? I know a lot of people like to make their own flowers and cemetery work for their loved ones. It's kind of like therapeutic, and you enjoy it knowing that you did something for the loved one that you put it out there for. I know Valentine's is coming up, and I want to take a poll. Have we done a Valentine's poll yet? Okay, I want to know, and listen, this is just my opinion, so y'all can disagree. I think Valentine's is the stupidest holiday ever. Waste of money. If I want tulips, honey, if I want chocolate, I'm going to eat it on every other day of the week. I don't need to wait for for Valentine's Day. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day, or do you think it's stupid? Leave a comment, let me know. Josh and I, thank God, we've been together 5.5 years, and we have never celebrated Valentine's Day. It's just a waste of money. But don't get me wrong, me and Gina be up on the candy aisle. Okay, we love some conversation hearts, but we don't need to celebrate. Do you like those things, by the way, those conversation hearts?
Yes, I do.
She's like chalk, Dina. My mom loves them, and she eats those things, and I'm like, Mom, it tastes like a tongue, kind of. Okay, look at the roses, guys, how pretty. And you want this to go in a sphere, I always say, or a circular pattern, so it looks like you took a bouquet of roses and put here. Okay, I'm anxious to see y'all's responses.
I don't normally deliver for the local flower shop on Valentine's Day.
Oh my God, that's a
I agree. I concur.
Oh, good. I knew all my people. Now listen, some people love it, honey, but don't get me wrong. If Josh was to send me, don't send me no flowers, Josh, if you're watching, okay? If he was to send me $100, I'd take it.
Susan says, by the way, today is Dolly's birthday.
Oh, I'm really just upset with Dolly. I told y'all last week, I think, I'm going to Tennessee. Dollywood's closed. Second time I've been there. Won't get to go see her. She ain't gonna be there. I feel like it. I have a new place I want to go. Does anyone watching live in Branson? Dina, I don't know if you've seen on Facebook. They have a new $55 million aquarium. And it's got this huge octopus on the outside. You need to look it up when you leave. And, but Kevin, the manager here at the Longview store, guys, he just got back from Branson. And I texted him yesterday and I said, hey, did you go to this aquarium? He said no, because, they're having only so many people in because of COVID, but the line, he said, was around the building. So the news got to wear off. But it looked really cool. Another place I want to go is to Kentucky, to the Ark. Have you seen that? It's like a life-size Ark. I've had friends that go. My friend Rhonda went. She said it's just amazing. So I would love to go see that. If you've been to there, either one of those places, the aquarium in Branson or the Ark in Kentucky, leave a comment, please. Let me know.
I haven't been to the aquarium, but I've been to Branson.
I've been to Branson one time, and I'll be honest with y'all, I kind of stereotyped it before I went as a retirement home, and it wasn't like that at all. And to me, Branson comes alive at night. Like in the daytime, it's fun, but they had all these golf courses and all this stuff, and it looked like they were closed. Honey, as soon as that sunset, it was just popping over there.
Carrie says the Ark Encounter is amazing.
Dude, Carrie, I can't freaking wait. I want to go so bad. How far is that from Tennessee, Well, I guess it depends on where you're at in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all got one side done. I like to focus on one. See from the side. Look how pretty that looks. Love it. And I just took 2 full rose bushes for one side. So when we're done, we're going to use a total of 4, and that's a total of 40 actual stems. and it's only going to cost you, oh Jesus, $16. Is that right? 4 times 4? $16 for all those roses. If you already have the vase sensor, you don't have to purchase that. God, I'm dumb. Okay, so Josh always says, good thing you're cute because you're stupid. But yeah, $16 is how much it's going to cost for all 4 bushes. It made completely one half of the thing. Okay. If you guys watched The Bachelor last night, leave a comment and say yes or no. And if there's 2 people, we're still going to talk about it, but I want to know. By the way, y'all, if you would share this video, I'd so appreciate it. That invites new friends here into our family at Ellis. Okay, I'm going to work on this side. Please take off these trashy tags. That's not cute. While we're taking the poll, I'll have Dina give me the results in a minute. I have oh my God, I'm having a stroke. Something to tell y'all, okay? So I got ready to take down my Christmas garland around the door. I know I shouldn't judge off of your trees because I still have my stuff outside, you know, blowing up Santa and everything. But I'd started to take it all down. I got everything down except for the garland that was around my front door. So I was like, oh God, I just hate that. It's heavy and it's a pain in the butt. So I went to Hobby Lobby. No, I didn't. I went somewhere for just an item, you know. And I walked down the Valentine's aisle and I was like, oh Lord. And I had like a little epiphany, you know. I was like, what can I do with all this stuff? So here's what I did. I thought, how can I get more use out of my Christmas garland around my door? So I went home and I took out all the green ribbon, the green balls, and the poinsettias. So all that was left was everything that was red, and I had some silver in there. And then I purchased a bunch of ornaments that were hearts and cherubs and black and white, and I had leopard ribbon, which they have at Ellis here. And I mixed all that up in what was already there, and I made a Valentine's garland. And then I just took a decorative Valentine's sign. It's a heart that says Happy Valentine's Day. Put that in the middle of the door with the bow, and boom, I got Valentine's garland. I posted it on Designs by Dylan, guys, on my Facebook. You can go check it out. I thought it turned out fun and cute, and if I would have really, completely stripped the garland, I would have put pink lights on it or red lights, but I didn't do that. But my garland base was a flock garland, so you can see little pieces of the white through there. So it turned out great. Just does anyone else do that? If not, I think that you should. I mean, if you don't want to take your Christmas down yet, if your Christmas tree, you could do the same thing too, y'all. You could take out certain colors that don't pertain to Valentine's Day and then replace them with pink, white, purple, all that stuff, red. Okay, how many people watch The Bachelor?
10.
Okay.
No, 5.
Okay, that's okay.
The other 5 said no.
Here we go, y'all. I can't do it. I told Nina as soon as she came in here, I didn't care what else was going on. I said, we watched for 2 hours last night. We watched a girl cry for 2 hours. That girl needs some therapy. Okay, she's got major demons. She knew what she was getting into. It's a reality show, And I loved her before, but that made her unattractive. Everyone has stuff going on in their life, and I'm very sympathetic for about 5 minutes, But then you need to dry it up, let it go, move on. And she didn't. She sulked the whole time. It was about her the whole time. So she was stressing me out. Victoria needs a hot compress, okay? Because that eye is about to blow. I can't. So she wears me out, and her mouth just gets on my nerves. So literally, she makes me want to just mute the TV every time she's on there. What's y'all's thoughts? That was my thoughts last night. And, I'm honestly not hooked to anyone yet. Or anybody really it's like when Claire was there, even though that was just a mess, I knew those guys and I knew which ones I liked from pretty much the get-go.
I like Bree and Abigail. Those are the only 2 that I really...
And see, I don't really know their names yet. Oh, and that girl at the end, Kit, then she started mouthing off, saying, I'll never speak to her again. Girl, mind your own business, So what do y'all think, the 5 people that watched? Did anyone take my recommendation?
Get rid of Victoria.
Bye-bye. And she keeps... And then she was clapping when the girl was going home. I was like, oh my God. So did anyone take my recommendation and watch Bridgerton on Netflix? Girl, that is so good. Y'all need to watch it. Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I don't know why I put myself in these situations, Same thing with the diet. I don't know why I go, in Mexican food place when I'm on a diet. It just, what temptation. So I was scrolling through every day, eating my lunch for about an hour, and before I do something else, and I always watch a show. Usually it's something I have on the record, like The Housewives. I like to watch them later because I can fast forward through the previews. So, or the commercials. So I was sitting on the couch and I love a good documentary. Here's where we left, okay? Y'all, I am obsessed. Like, I probably need therapy for how bad I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with John Bonet case, okay? I've already solved it. So, there was a new John Bonet documentary. I've seen everything. It's the same one every time. Watched it, loved it. So then while I was watching the documentary, a little commercial came up and it said The House in Between. I thought, what is that? So I looked into it. Girl, scared me. Okay, and so it was, I had the blinds shut. And it was about paranormal activity in this house. And I thought, oh, this ain't going to scare me. Girl, the first 5 minutes I had that music on. And this baseball, just rolled down the stairs. Scared me to death. Okay, I had to go over the blinds up. Scared me. I don't know why I did that to myself. It was so interesting, though, because this house, this lady bought, and she had all kinds of paranormal activity happening. Like the lights were blinking, and she would have flashes of white light, and the ball would fly down the stairs, and all this stuff. So she got to where she couldn't stay there. She was so scared. And so she hired all these investigators who do all the paranormal stuff, and they came in and they brought scientists in to look at the limestone underneath the house and all these energy things that could make the ball fall up the stairs. I was glued, like the scare factor got away. I was so interested in that. So I guess that brings me to our next question. Do you guys believe in paranormal stuff? I think some of it could be demonic, okay, but I also think it's interesting. You know, I don't want to go in someone's house that says they've got a spirit, because I don't want that thing clamping onto me, girl, you know. But from the outsider looking in, it's very interesting to hear about all these people's experiences.
Is it called The House in Between?
You need to watch it. It's on Amazon. No. Yeah, it's on Amazon. So good. Okay. Look how pretty, y'all. We haven't finished yet, but I've just got the roses going in here.
Susan says Heather and I couldn't stop laughing at last night's bachelor fiasco.
Susan. She texted me about that. I was depressed from crying. I mean, the girl wore me out. And I hadn't really been drinking, but I had some wine last night. You know, my nerves were shot. Okay. Can we talk? Who's believes in paranormal activity? Anybody?
Me? There's several people.
Oh, good. Okay. Have you ever had an experience?
Yes, I have.
Let's hear it.
I've had several.
Oh, God. She made my life go up in there. Okay, well, tell us the coolest one or whatever. Or the scariest
Coolest one? Well, you don't know the scariest one.
Okay, well, tell us the coolest one.
The coolest one was me and my mom went to Orlando and we're on a ghost tour thing. And we went into the old courthouse. And there was supposed to be a little girl there and a couple of ladies, a bailiff and a judge, that were all killed when the guy took the bailiff's gun and shot around the courthouse. We went to the room where the little girl was, and I told my mom I felt something tugging on my shirt. And I had just become a deputy, so I was wearing my badge. And I felt something tugging on my shirt, and I told my mom to get a flashlight. My shirt was raised up just above where my badge was. Then,
I'd like that.
then we were back in the main courtroom, and as you could hear a lady in heels walking down. We were all sitting down. And we got ready to leave. I couldn't leave. I started crying, and my mom's going, "What's wrong?" And I said, "She doesn't want us to go." She says she finally has people there who acknowledge her and who know that she's there, and she doesn't want to go. She doesn't want us to go. I'm fixing to start crying because that's how bad it got to me.
Oh my God, y'all.
And so the guy came over and he asked what was wrong. My mom told him, and he says, "I don't normally do this. Tell her if she wants to go ahead and cross into the light, go ahead and cross into the light." So I told her it was okay to go. If she saw the light, she could go. And for a brief second, you could hear the heels going across the floor. Everybody's out of the courtroom. You could hear the heels go. For a brief second, I caught a glimpse of her as she turned around and waved, and she turned back around and walked off.
Oh my God, that didn't scare you at all?
No.
Lord, y'all. See, that sounds good, like something enjoyable like that, but I'm sure there's also been some scary stuff happen to some people. I would be terrified if I bought a house or moved in and something like that happened, but my friend Katie, she wants to go stay like in Jefferson. It's supposed to be haunted and stuff. I've never had anything happen there. I've been on all those ghost tours. But she wants to go stay in like those haunted hotels, and I was like, "Okay, let's do it, girl." She's like, "Are you gonna be scared?" I'm like, "No, because I'll have enough wine. I'll be out." But you know, there's a boat. You know, talking about there's a ship. It's something Mary.
Queen Mary.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like the most haunted ship. Y'all heard about that? And I've watched all these documentaries on YouTube and stuff about it, and I would do that because they've had like some major interaction there, and that seems legit enough where I would do that. Okay, by the way, y'all, I took leatherleaf fern, and this is like the most common greenery that you use for cemetery piece, and I'm kind of curving it and going around the bottom to give myself a little bit of a skirt, I guess, or a backdrop. And then we're going to add some in between as well. And you can use this around the bottom of your saddles and all kinds of stuff. So from the bottom, you can see it here, and from the top.
Had several things happen to me in Jefferson.
Oh my God, I've been there twice. My grandparents have a bed and breakfast there. I've been there twice. I never stayed in a hotel, but I've been on the ghost tours and all that stuff, and I was excited. Like, the sun rose, and I thought, oh, I like it. Every time something happened, I thought, oh, this is great, but nothing happened. But I think it's when you're least expected. But you ever watch Ghost Adventures or Ghost whatever? That's cool too. I like that. You believe in UFOs?
That one I'm not sure about yet.
I watched this episode of Unsolved Mysteries, and I believed their story when I was done. Okay, y'all, I'm going to take some of this leather leaf, go through the arrangement also, and fill in with this. Okay, what everybody say, they believe in stuff?
There's several.
I think you're always somewhat of a skeptic until it happens to you, to experience something. But I'll tell y'all one thing, I don't believe in all those mediums, but I believe in Teresa Caputo, okay, from Long Island Medium. I would get a reading from her in a heartbeat.
See, I'm kind of on the fence with the UFOs, but then I go back to thinking, why would God create this whole big universe and Earth is the only inhabited place? So to me, there's got to be something else.
Yeah. Well, this was very interesting, the one that I watched. Do you have Netflix? It's on. You need to watch it. Just go to Unsolved Mysteries and search through. There's only like 12 episodes, and it'll say UFO. But it was really cool to listen to. And of course, watch the Nominee episode. Her brother killed her. Okay, that's my final statement. He killed her, and the parents covered up. The mom died. She's got shit cancer, but dad and the brother are still left. And upset. Were you? You remember when that girl disappeared in Gilmer? Kelly Wilson or whatever? That's interesting to me too. So guys, we live about 30 minutes from Gilmer. Well, I guess it's about 30 minutes from here. And there's this girl, I think it was 1992, I think. And she worked a video store on the square in Gilmer, Texas, which is down the road. And she went missing. Never has been found. It's unsolved. Vanished. It was 1992. They didn't have all these cameras like they do now. But they found her car. Everything was in her car except for the keys. She just vanished. So, I don't know. Stuff like that really interests me. I don't know. I could be a detective, isn't that a lot? I don't know. Probably not. I'd be in therapy because I get too attached to all these detective shows. Because you see all these detectives and they're like busting at the seams. I couldn't get like that. But it seems really interesting. Okay. I've got this Boston Fern. We're going to cut this up, put it in there too.
So have you seen Designing Women yet?
Yes. I've watched Design, not all of it, but I've seen probably the first 2 seasons. Love it. Now, I don't know their names, it's been a minute. What's the one, the real tall, skinny one? She's my fave.
Delta Burke?
No, not her.
Charlene?
Maybe.
Blonde?
No, she's got dark hair. She's my fave. It's been a second.
Yeah.
Is her name something?
Julia.
Something?
Julia.
Love her, yes. She's my fave. And I've never seen Friends. Have you seen that? Okay, no, didn't like that. I've never seen Friends, y'all. Everybody's like, oh my God, didn't go. I swear I watched the first 15 minutes and I just couldn't get into it. Is it going to take me a minute?
It took me...
4 minutes?
It took a whole thing for him to go off and come back on as reruns for me to get into it.
Okay. Everyone says I should watch Friends. I still watch it about every night when Josh takes a 4-hour bath. I told y'all. I like to find stuff, and I don't have anything recorded. I'll either watch Golden Girls, which it wasn't on all Christmas because of the Hallmark movies, but I also have it on the recorder, Married with Children. That always puts me in a good mood. So I watch that all the time. I wish they'd reboot that because Katie Seagal looks the exact same, and Christine Applegate looks fabulous. What's his name? It's got to be old. So did y'all see Betty White turn 99 yesterday? God bless. And I think she's still doing voiceovers. Like, dang, let the girl rest. But that's what's keeping her alive, watch the new Wonder Woman movie? You like those, Tina? Oh my god. I thought I could fly when that was over. She was so cool. That girl is so pretty. It's called WW84, Wonder Woman 84. It's on HBO Max. And I didn't ever saw the first one, but Josh did. He was like, let's watch the second one. And I did, and I really liked it. And I love a good superhero movie. You know what else I watched, Tina? Let's talk, y'all. Y'all are going to laugh when I tell you all this. I have never seen Brokeback Mountain. And I watched it the other day. Me and Josh, he's like, you've never seen that? And I was like, no. We watched that movie. That was the most sappiest thing I've ever seen. And there really wasn't much dialogue. After I got done with it, I'm like, oh my god. So what y'all think about it? Did you like that? I guess you like Heath Ledger probably. But I didn't know. It didn't do it for me. But it showed Anne Hathaway topless, and I was thinking, what would Julie Andrews say about this? Oh, princesses do not go topless. Because I love Princess Diaries. And they're supposed to be doing a third one of those, y'all. They better hurry up because Julie's getting up there too. But yeah, that was just very sappy. I love a good love story, don't get me wrong. But I like a comedy, you know, romantic comedy, something like that. What'd you think about it? You liked it?
It was okay.
It was just, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Is that how you felt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, I love this, y'all. I'm putting in this fern. This is going to finish it up. Really like how this is looking. Okay. Look at that, y'all. All those roses, remember, since I'm counting now, it's $16 for all the roses. They're $4 a bush, and there's different colors on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com. There's 40 individual stems in here. I put the leatherleaf fern for filler, and then I added the Boston fern at the end for an accent, okay? You could also use a different colored filler if you don't want green. But I love it. It's in this vase insert. So everything that you see here can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. Excuse me, along with so much more. If you want a bow or a ribbon, guys, throw that on there with one of those wooden picks, stick it on there. Great little accent thing on there also. And don't forget we have leopard ribbon available still, which is going to go quick, and that's on Ellis's website too. So if you spend over $75, you get free shipping. Trying to think what else, but I think that's it. Well, guys, I enjoyed our conversation today. I had fun. We talked about things we didn't talk about in a while. So next week, we're going to get another ghost story from Dina. We're going to talk about the bad one. And maybe we'll have new cameras. I don't know. We're getting those set up. Everything is so exciting. I'm excited.
I still won't be on it.
What? Oh, yeah, she'll not be on the camera. And you're going to be able to see the pores in my skin. So I'm headed to get a facelift when we leave here. And I might look different next week. Just kidding. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm going to try and go live later on Designs by Dylan on my Facebook page. And don't forget to have a promotion going right now. So if you join my group, Dylan Stevens, you get your first month for $14.99. And that only applies through January 31st. So if you're interested, guys, in joining my group, Dylan Stevens, go to my website, dylanpalmerdesigns.com. And it's DYLAN. And check it out and join us, and we would love to have you. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I enjoyed talking to you, and we will see you guys next Tuesday, 10 a.m. CST here at Ellis Home and Garden and ellishomeandgarden.com.
And I will be another year older.
Oh, and Dina's birthday's coming up, so happy early birthday. All right, guys, see you later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.